My Govan and Melonin, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galadirthan, and welcome to episode number 25 in Eltharion's campaign of conquest. We are now, this is deja vu from episode 20, 4 hours ago. We are really now getting down to the last days of this campaign. We have basically all but defeated the green screen threat, their last remaining vestiges of life, I suppose. Mount Gumba, which is currently under siege, and then Karak Raziak, far to the north, which we might have to send someone up to take out. I've just removed Hephilia's army, which has finally allowed us to make money on our own terms. So we currently have no trade income at all, but we are able to still make money. Turin, I was going to send back to Ulthuan, but actually what I think I'm going to do is kill off a Skyhawk, swap it out for Turin, kill off another Skyhawk and swap it out for a Sisters of Avalon, because I think the Skyhawks have shown that they require a level of management that I'm just not really willing to put in. So I don't think I will use Skyhawks moving forward. Over here in Karak 8 Peaks, it doesn't really matter what we put here, to be honest, but if we can go for the Major's Tower so that we can keep improving the speed of our research, because I'd really like to try and get the research. Bear with me just one moment as we very dull add all these up. So we've got 5 there so far. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 15 more technologies in order to get the 50 high elf technologies achievement, which I bloody well want to get. Put all this time into it, might as well have something to bloom and show for it. Otherwise though, why have I deleted you there? Was I going to put walls in? Or was I going to... No, I was going to put money in, wasn't I? I was going to put money in, yes. We've taken away the walls because we are now staunchly united with all the peoples of the desert, so they aren't a threat to us anymore. What on earth are you doing all the way down there? Oh, of course, you confederated with these, didn't you? So you now actually have every dwarven nation. Elsewhere, of course, so the campaign now essentially is just our grand reconquista of the northern realms of Ulthuan. We are also doing relatively well out here, and we are pushing up the coast with almost no pushback from our enemy, to be honest. So that's going quite nicely. We've got a population set plus 2. We could try and get that to... No, I think upgrade one of these, and let's get some more money in here. I tell you what I would really like, because we've got a lot of entertainment buildings, is an elven embassy. Are you the one that gives the entertainment? No, you do ports. We've only got one port. There's the embassy. So we want the embassy here in the ancient city of Quintex, so we'll get that later. Let us upgrade that port for now then, and we'll go with Iron Spike in terms of that. You can give me another one of those, and then you can give me another plaza, so that we really start, because they are going to rebel soon. Speaking of them rebelling, actually, we need to put that down. So, but if we move her into the region, I don't think it will rebel. The border of the regions is somewhere around here. There, just there. So we could pop her on the edge there and just wait. It's only a few turns until it'll rebel. And obviously they rebel at the ancient city, but if we put her in there now, nothing will happen. I'm tempted though. I mean, it's -6 at the moment, it's 87, so it'll be 93, it'll be 99. We've got 2 turns, then we want it to actually develop a bit. So I think what we will do... Oh, no. If we're not at war, we're not at war, damn. I was thinking we might move out and just raise Blake Hold Fortress to the ground. And then we should be able to get back in time.
Toward power.
Yes, that's what we'll do. So we'll go and we'll sack that, and I think I probably will raise it, to be honest. No, why would we raise it? We might as well capture it. And then, of course, it's just to deal with this. We've got a bit of a buffer again. The servants or warriors, whichever one, they're servants. They've spawned in the ocean again, so Nagaron will hopefully keep them busy. Someone mentioned that there was a method by which... Ah, yes, you change yourself. Right. So Nagaron and Musilon, not Leafcutters, Musilon, we can make them not like each other. And I've been playing this for now 25 hours and only just learned that you can actually change the relations between other people on the sly. If we can get Musilon to attack Nagarond as well, that would be fantastic. Because Musilon, of course, are not at war with me at the moment. So that is where we are. Our main army here on Ulthuan, of course, is currently besieging Tor Kothic and will do so for a few turns. And although, do we want to do that for a few turns? It's 8 turns until they start losing troops. But we really don't want to have to attack that city. I'm thinking, to be honest, it may actually be better to pull this army out and recrew.
I will lead
And sort of regroup. Because we've got the money for it now to get a few more troops into that army. And even though Nagaron and Musalon aren't at war... aren't at war, Musalon are now blocking Nagaron's advance, so I think it might be an idea to actually pull out and just regroup and retrain. I think we will. I think I will.
Moving out.
Better to be cautious and live than hasty and die. So if you can get back to our heartland, please, we'll regroup you. Right, I think that's it then. So it's just whether or not this place is going to rebel very quickly, so we're going to have to get Eltharion ready to move over to Crookback Mountain. But then it might not, we'll see. Let us end the turn and move forward. As I have stated many times, we're going for the short victory conditions. So our conditions are to defeat the orcs and to reclaim Kothic and Trace, and that is it. Once we've done that, we have won. So I'm really hoping the dwarves will be able to take Karak Raziak, because I don't really have to want to ride all that way north in order to just take one measly little orc town. But we'll see. We also, of course, ideally we want to start assisting the lizard men in their conquest of the Eshin, because otherwise we're going to get overrun here with inundated with hordes of ratmen. So that's something that's quite pertinent as well, to try and start attacking the Skaven. Another rice. Aha! Oh no, that was a mission failed. I thought that was a research. We're being raided all the way up there by Queek Headtaker again. And the ones down here in Greyhag started raiding as well. Why would you do that? Alright, so Turin is going to go back. He's just got to get around that corner.
The Warden of Tor Ivres.
Eltharion is going to move in and shut them down, but it's going to take a long time to do it. Right, you can give me a plaza, and you can give me that, because we might as well. Gunbad has still not fallen. It must have a pathetic little garrison. Come on, dwarves. And then if you can take Raziak, please, 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 please. Let's jump back over to Ulthuan and get our army back.
Lord of Ulthuan.
Now they can go into Tor Ivres itself. But what we can also do is just move them to the border and put you in encampment.
I go.
One hopes. Yes, there we are. Now everyone's replenishing. Right, so Spireguard of Tor Ivres, you are good on the flanks. You're a nice solid anti-large. I haven't got any Phoenix Guard, I don't think. Oh, there we are. So Phoenix Guard, armor 110, melee 39, melee defense 51, Spireguard armor 80, melee 47, melee defense 61. So, owing to our boosts to the Mistwalkers, the Spireguard are actually better. The weapon strength is slightly lower though. So the Phoenix Guard do more damage, but the Spire Guard have a higher chance to hit and a greater defense if the enemy tries to hit back, which obviously they often do. They get charge defense against all. Tor Ivres gets charge defense against all. Anti-large, armored. They're not armored, so that's something in their favor, but they're unbreakable, whereas they're not. Their morale is 101, and their morale is also 100. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with them. So I shall take 3 more of those to join with the Spire Guards. We can have 2 on each flank. And we've got the Sword Masters. Oh, you can deflect shots. That's interesting. We'll take another Sword Master unit. That only leaves 2 spaces, and I think we shall fill those out with Sisters of Avalorn. And there we are. That army will train. Oh, no, I didn't need to do that. Oh, stupid. They're right there. In 2 turns. There we are. Yeah, no, that's perfect. And then these guys will all replenish, and they should replenish relatively quickly in this stance. How long will you guys take? 4 turns. Oh well. And then we'll move on Kothic. We can't really influence anyone at the moment because of our poor relations with basically the entire known world, thanks to my attacking Numas. But I don't think I have any non-aggression pacts anymore with anyone that I'm likely to accidentally attack.
Break them.
So we should be alright.
Limitless talent. Magic in purest form.
There we are. Now we hold Elithanar's Ancient Realm. Oh, that one's not too bad, but no, we want to just make money. We want to just make money. Could give you healing, but I don't think I really want to give you healing. Ah, you're soon to get the Moon Dragon as well, so we'll get that on the next one. Let us... Oh, what does Life Bloom do? Triggers when casting spell restores. Oh, hit points for ourselves. Oh, yeah, go on. Boost yourself. Be selfish in these dark times. Now, we have a bit of a buffer from Nagaron now, because we are not at war with Clan Rictus. And Clan Rictus, of course, now hold everything to the north of us, and the nearest point of Nagaron is Venom Glade, far, far, far to the north. So we've got a touch a touch buffer, a slight buffer.
I bring Eltharion fire.
But then by the time she gets back to Quintex, we can put down the rebellion, so that would be good. Fallen Gates, do you actually like us? Yes, you do. They like us quite a lot over here in Heshwatl. So that's pretty much everything we wanted to do, really, isn't it? And it's just a shame we can't reach those damned orcs. And it's also a shame that the lizard men are actually soundly dying. So we are going to have to deal with the Eshin, unfortunately. We can't rely on the lizards to do it. So we need... I think if we just take the fight to them. So once we've hit him, if we go around to Darkhold and take that down, let's just start taking lands away from these vile rat folk. Militia camp? No, I don't think we should go for a militia camp. No. But there is going to be a few more fights with the Eshin on the horizon, I am sure. As they're our main enemy really now, other than these buggers. Marathi is back. She's been gone for a short time, owing to her death at the Phoenix Gate, but she's back already, only a few turns later, if memory serves. I can't recall how long ago she attacked us at the Phoenix Gate. No, I don't think it was that long. Ah, Karazakarak took Mount Gumbad. It has finally fallen. So it's just Karak Raziak. They can just take Karak Raziak. It's all good. We are all glory. Once we can start getting trade rights, we'll be able to afford another army. So we may be able to raise a second army to just head north and take that down. With the sole purpose of taking the orcs down. Eotain is sailing north to assist finally as well. That's handy.
Assur sorcerer.
We gain some influence. Our settlement was sacked. We got the rebellion. We're being raided still. No surprises there. Ah, Handmaiden. Yes, you can finally get Protector of the Everqueen. Which is what I want you to do. Bleakhold Fortress do upgrade. And please do give me a plaza. And similarly, I'm not sure we want an Elven Embassy in Arnhem, do we? Not, especially when you're not going to upgrade for quite a while. I think it's better to have a plaza there as well. Right. Nienor, if you would, head home. And just mop up that rebellion as soon as it pops. We're getting a lot of buildings that are improving public order, but I just don't feel like there's enough buildings that improve public order. I feel like you are almost constantly having to fiddle with public order. Try and get it to actually stay positive. Trelinia, do I want to put walls in you? Because of... Do we have an Elven Embassy here? Yes, we do. No, we want a plaza because that gives us even more money again. Even though we're not interested in the public order in that instance. But see, why does this place absolutely love us? Purely from buildings. Does we have something here that gives public order? Oh, no, we get +10 from the Warden's Tower alone. So take that away. And it's only on a 17 boost here. I don't know what... Oh, that gives 12. Oh, I see. And that gives, and there's the 17 boost. It's in those 3 buildings alone. It's crazy, isn't it? Right, now something that has been suggested many times and I keep basically never doing is trying to look out for a useful hero who we might be able to get to and boost our money. Now, is a handmaiden better or is a mage better? That's the question. She will give us 325 upkeep. If we wait for a handmaiden, they only give 243. How long does it take for these to sort of re-go round? How long do they take to reset? That would be my question. I don't think there's many places we can actually get a handmaiden. Oh, we can get one over here. Oh, but they appear to be the same pool. Yeah, by the looks of it. So I could just get a mage. It was Shadows, wasn't it? Idis. On tax rate, 3% faction wide, and income from all beings plus 15% in the local province. I think she probably will pay for herself. So I can't get you to boost anything along the bottom there of note. Scouting, magic item, drop chance. We don't have any corruption. You can block specialist steel technology. Give you the miasma. Well, let's prepare you in case we ever do join you into an army. Blocking an army might be useful if we put you in Tor of Rest. I'll give you a specialist point as well. And if you would come over to Tor of Rest. Take a little while to get there, but if you would, that'd be smashing. How are we looking now? Still very low. It's a shame we can't pay people to get that on side. Musalon, how much do you hate Nagaron now that it's been a couple of turns? I don't know how to get to see you. Oh, I need to do it through the intrigue thing, don't I? Intrigue at the court. Musalon. Musalon. Nagaron. Oh, wow, they hate each other. Oh, fantastic. That was money well spent. Money well spent. Musalon.
This night, more sleep grows.
Oh, they're happy with the non-aggression packs.
You come thinking to bargain, but I have already.
Oh, it's gone to low. They don't fancy it. I can give you all of my money, but it's not much money. What about taking away the non-aggression?
You fool!
No. What about entering into a non-aggression?
I veto
No.
this.
If we weren't very low, I'm sure they might say yes. Anywho, well, we can repair... we're just going to get attacked here again, aren't we? She's just going to bloody well attack us. But the gate is holding up very nicely. It's a shame we can't get that to grow more. To grow faster. The Servants of Chaos have kept Nagaron, although the Black Arcs are doing their job, aren't they? And Musalon seems to be sailing away.
Ready to serve.
But we only have another turn, and then we can finally take Torkothic. Yep, you're going to rebel, that's not a problem. Be my guest, ancient city of Quintex. It's such a mouthful for a name, though, isn't it? And Turin's going back to join his master. I don't really want to have to fight the Eshin anymore, but we have to deal with the Eshin, and we need to keep the momentum going. They're about to oust the Lizardmen, who... the Lizardmen just seem to have given up. I don't know what it is. Something is just twigged in their mindset, and they are no longer interested in actually attacking the Eshin. And we don't want things like this happening and letting the Eshin back in. So we need to ensure that we keep them at bay, keep them just ousted. Rat Surge of Mordheim, foreign trespasser. Oh, that's Clan Rictus, isn't it? What are you doing all the way over here? And we've got, is that Clan Moors or Pestilence? The one below? I can't tell. It looks a bit green, so I'd be tempted to say Pestilence, but green is very much the colour of all Skaven, bar the Eshin, who fancy themselves as the edgy assassins. Oh, faction destroyed. And there's the... Oh, no, hang on. That was raiding from a real faction, wasn't it? Or was that the rebellion? No, I think that was the rebellion.
Obey the vow.
Oh, Grimgor managed to get an entire army.
Glory. On your feet. Remove this
Still.
threat. This
I'm not going to fight that. It'll be a doddle. Our army is fantastically powerful now. Right, I'd rather take Ashridge Mountain before we take Darkhold. So, if you can pop back home.
hesitation is unacceptable.
And you're going to get rid of one of those. Oh, can I join Turin into your army now? No, so we'll do that on the next turn. Well, we might as well do it now, then we get the money. We know we're going to get rid of it. So.
Eltharion, noble born.
Alright, so you're going to join up with him, but somewhere over there. Mount Greyhag is actually... We just saved it from hating us. Just saved it. I think if we... No, that's a good place to keep that. We could do with a plaza. Are you helping me in any way? Untainted. You're keeping Untainted down. That's not all that important, and I really don't care for the units that you give, so I'm going to swap you out for a plaza. And that gives Untainted as well, so it just doesn't really matter too much. You can go up again because you got attacked. But right, our army should now be ready.
Ever loyal.
Yes. If I put you in normal, yes. And can you attack straight away before Musalon gets their teeth involved? Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes again. And it's ours.
Claim what is ours.
Loot and occupy. What do we care?
How can I?
That gives you a bit of replenishment. And we can again make you all a bit cheaper. Perfect.
I serve the king.
Torkothic returns. I really want walls here, so we'll get rid of that one. I'll keep a plaza. We'll repair that, and we will repair the dock. Also, I mentioned about the trade, isn't it? It's got to connect to your capital, hasn't it? Well, hello, who are you? Clan Scryer.
Kill devices need test
You've only got...
subjects.
You're the people that own all of this. Right, now it makes much sense. You're at war with the Barra Legion, Arguilan, and the... everyone's at war with Chaos. But you're not at war with me, so what are you doing here? And why are you raiding me? So I got that wrong, it was Clan Scryer. Anywho, back over to the other side. And what's going on in the ancient city of Quintex?
True magic. Falls
we're only a
at
turn
my
away.
power.
And then I don't really know what to do with your army, actually. Probably sail you back, to be honest. We don't need any of this area. We only took it in the hope to try and take out the Cult of Pleasure, who, of course, then sided with Nagaron and are now dead. So we should probably send her back to assist our main armies over here. Oh, that's cool. Teclis on an Arcane Phoenix.
Magic in purest form.
But we need these 4, and we can easily take those 4. And then it would just help us to hold them, won't it? It would just help us to hold them. Dwarves, are you actually going for Karak Graziak? No, you are not. No, you are not. I don't need to defeat the Eshin. We've just got to keep them at bay whilst we prepare for... Oh, it's going to rebel. whilst we prepared for the retaking of Ulthuan, which is happening as we speak. So there's a very real risk, other than the Orc faction dying in the north, of every requirement for victory being completed in this episode. But we'll wait and see. Ah, Clan Sky are buggered off. That's good. I mean, I'm tempted to attack them, but I assume they do hold a large chunk of land on the edge of the old world. I imagine all of those provinces that look like there's no towns there are actually held by Skaven. Always assume a ruin is Skaven, and you are never surprised ever again. That was one of the first lessons, I think, when you come to this game from any other Total War game. The ability of the Skaven to just sideswipe you. Whoa. Oh, it's the Rebellion. And Avalon are back in the game. Welcome back, Avalon. I trust you're well. We're being raided over there, but that doesn't matter because we're about to destroy them, and I'm not going to fight it again. I don't want to fight those really dead simple ones now. Which could well see an entire episode with no battle, which I apologise if that does turn out to be the case. If we move her back into the Arnhem province... Oh, we still gain. We still gain. So that's ideal. Right, what was I going to put here? I'm going to take the smelter, take the plaza. We'll upgrade Sildra Tor. And I think, to be honest, I'd put in that there just to turn this place into purely a breadbasket. Similarly with Fallen Gates, you don't need that. Ah, but you can't build anything there anyway. Oh, you could get an embassy. Yeah, yes, I mean embassy, don't I? Yeah, chuck an embassy in there. And you've already got all the good buildings that we'd want. Yeah, so we'll replace that. Avalon have returned to the game. And if we improve our relations with Avalon, we may be able...
Ilario, the true of
She doesn't like me.
Always fun. Isha forbids it.
No. I'm not bothered if they have Tor Sauroir. I've never really actually pronounced that word before. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Oh, well, Clan Skyer have come with a vengeance. Who knew? Oh, cool, we get a special building there. Ancient Subterranean Palace. Public order, income from ports. Everything your heart desires. But no, we're building a wall here, aren't we, to try and make this place not hate us. If you could nip over and just take Misnar. And we will just loot that one.
It is ours now.
Solid loot and occupy it. They already hate us. We'll put down any rebellion that they come at us with. And another quartermaster point. Fantastic. And Miss Knight, you can get that. Don't bother with that. That's nice. Torkothic is under our control. We don't need Untainted, I don't think. Oh, yeah, we could do with Untainted, actually, couldn't we? But then do we want Untainted? Nah, sod it. Go for the money. In it for the money. You can upgrade, or we are running out of money. And am I building a plaza here? Yes, I am. To get more money from our Elven Court. 30% income for entertainment buildings. Right, Eshin have not attacked.
Joy is wanton.
Our forces here. And replenish those troops. You can hit the Ashridge in a moment. And now, dwarves, what is it about Karak Raziak that really you don't want to be doing? And why, oh why, can I not give you a war coordination target? Because that's really annoying that it doesn't seem to work. Oh, it might work. It might work. Aha, yes! Perhaps it didn't work because you can only have one at a time, maybe. I'm not really sure. But in any event, we've set it up. That should hopefully kick the dwarves into action, and that will be the end of the orcs. The lizard men did lose the fortress of Vorag, but they've come with Karnemelk. Karnemelk. That's our name. Oh, they've got a lot of corruption in their own lands. Oh, that's from the event, though, isn't it? Oh, we've got a Dark Elf prisoner. I didn't know that. We get Murderous Mastery. Let's send you back and get some money off of you.
By any means necessary.
Our research rate is up 100%. And there's, yeah, the Chaos Corruption in all provinces. But no, Eltharion can take down this province here then, and we'll help the Lizard Men shut down the Eshin. So sadly, the campaign is probably going to go out on an Eshin rampage or cleansing. As we really do get down to it now. But I will bring Nienor back from Quintex and get her to help on Ulthuan. Because this is where Nagaron are going to keep coming. Oh, Karak Azul has been hit. Oh, we're never going to win that. I'm not even going to bother fighting it. Damn. Queek. As the lifeblood is drained out of the Skaven from their own heartlands, they move in on ours. Very disappointing. The AI, it's like playing any real-time strategy game, isn't it? When the AI is getting beaten and they're at the point where you would expect them to either defend their lands or just kind of surrender. Oh, I appreciate nations in this game can't surrender. But when they kind of get to that point, you then always have to end up just searching the entire map for them, don't you? Because the AI never knows when to give up. And it's the same thing here. Finally the blue flame is ready if we need her. And the technology is ready. Only 14 more technologies to get. That's why I really want to get these ones, because they only take 2 turns. But we need more buildings in order to get them. Oh, that one only takes... Oh, everything's currently reduced, isn't it? We should probably go for things like this and improve our recruiting units. 5 turns isn't too bad. Right, you're moving up to Tour of Res. You should help us financially. LSI gets that.
I am no fool.
Misnar, upgrade yourself and get some walls in there.
Lord of the Phoenix Court.
Right, and you, if you could, move out to the next targets.
Can I offer assistance?
Oh wow, Clan Sky really are coming. I have the distinct impression we're about to be attacked by the Skaven on Ulthuan, which will really put a dampener on my plans. Why can't you attack that? Ah, because you're on fast move.
Standard formation. Execute the failure.
And there we are. There were Skaven, and they had absolutely nothing.
This
Let's just
coin.
loot and occupy. Ashridge Mountain Falls. What will the Skaven do? A life for a life, Skaven. You take my lands, I come and take your lands. Oh no, Mount Greyhag really is going to rebel again. Are we being raided or something? Ah, although it does look like... No, we can just get sight on it. So the Orcs are mustering everything they can for their last stand. Right. Our army's moving out. I don't know what we'll do about those Skryre.
Ilario, you have my undivided attention.
Ilario the Everqueen. Come on, love. Come on. You know it's for the greater good of all of our nations, so just get involved. You're going to get a wall, you're going to upgrade, and you're going to get a plaza as well. Because Arnhem is definitely going to rebel as well. But we can hit over, we can take the Griffin Gate, we can take Tor Dranil, anything we can do to assist. And also, if we are going to be attacked by Skryre, although we are just as likely to be attacked by them, to be honest. But we'll move her in on Arnhem. You might as well go all the way there. And then we get a boost to our public order. A boost to our public order. Fallen Gates, we're doing something with you. We are building here an Elven Embassy to increase our trade. Although, I'm not sure if we wanted an embassy or the gardens, because the gardens would give increases to all of those. Embassy just gives a trade bonus, doesn't it? We are starting to make more money, despite the fact that we don't have any trade. And that is about to rebel. To rebel on the very next turn. If the lizard men take Karak Azul, that's absolutely fine with me. I am not concerned in the slightest. Oh, we've got a lot of money, haven't we? That's come out of nowhere. Karak 8 Peaks. Yes! Keep improving our research rate. Speaking of improving our research rate, I think that's something that we should try and do everywhere we can, to be honest. I'm wondering if perhaps... Because here, we can start building an archive, can't we? Which doesn't give us anything at the moment, but then it will get on the second tier. But I think actually what we need here is growth. I'm going to... but you give public order minus 50% penalty due to presence or lack of corruption. But there's not really that much corruption. It's only a couple of points. I'd much rather turn that into a growth building so that we can get that upgraded and get those next 2 slots. Yeah, let's do that. And I doubt there's much that can be done here. Oh, there's a bit of money to be made. There's a little bit of money to be made. I would like archives wherever we can get them. Let's keep improving the speed at which we retrain our nation's units. Oh, I see. I'm not too bothered about you. Military advancements, you give a garrison, you give local recruitment capacity in that region. I don't really recruit anything in that region, so I'm going to swap you out for a tower, I think. Torres already has one. And Torkothic can on when we expand in a moment. Perfect. So this is basically just a campaign simulation at the moment, isn't it? Oh, Ilario, what are you doing to me? What have you got? Archers, light armor, spearmen. We got load. Nah, you're going to lose this. You've chosen a bad nation to attack. I should have paid for peace, shouldn't I? I should pay for peace with Ilario. Rather than lose our inner heartland to her. But I doubt she'll be able to take the White Tower of Hoeth. It's a little too well guarded. But she's going to try for Torfinu, and we can stop her here. And then hopefully, just as I say, get peace with the woman, and then we might be able to confederate with her. She'll still rebel then later on, I'm sure, but at least we get Ilario into our roster then. But she's only level 6. Well, it's not worth it, is it? Right, the one thing that we have they don't is cavalry. So let's try and utilise our cavalry, although they're going to shoot us as soon as we can there. Our armies are basically already facing each other. It's crazy. Lothern Seaguard. Archers.
Spearmen.
They have a lot more spearmen than we do. So we are going to have to use our cavalry wisely because we can't just charge into them. In terms of numbers, oh, there are more of them. There are more of them. We can keep them active and busy and running around, chasing around after us.
We go.
And our archers will soon be able to fight. In fact, they already can over there. The enemy spears are manoeuvring to try and get us. Our Lothern Seaguard are firing back and targeting that side. Those spears are going to die, though, aren't they? Cavalry, I need you around the side. You guys, come up to the back of this hill. You're going to have to charge in, I'm afraid. Hold your line. Oh, she's boosted them. Go in and assist them. You two turn on that. Cavalry, in we go. Hit their archers. Cause their archers to do something. To second guess their plans. Cavalry plows into the back of the retreating archers. It shuts them down for just a short while. Keep them in there for a moment while the charge bonus still applies. And then pull them back out. Out we go, out we go, out we go, out we go, out we go. Just get away, just get away. Archers, you can shut down those archers. Oh yes, look at that. Our units here have won. Lothern Seaguard. Pull yourselves to the north up here and help with these guys. No, I've done that the wrong way. Team 4, you want to go over there. Oh, one of the Team 4 cavalry units didn't run away. No surprises there. That spear unit has been caught out on its own and will die.
Understood. Kill them.
Lothern Seaguard. Archers manoeuvre around. Turn a fire on that grouped archer units there. Reaver archers keep running. Maneuver the cavalry. You can fire. How is that spear unit not dead? Come on. Keep bringing those down. If you would hit those, and if you would hit those, with the Illyrian Reaver archers also hitting them, and all of you together should decimate that archer battalion. Heavy emphasis on the should, though, there. There we are, charging nicely into those archers, and then the mass grouping of archers there. Lothern Seaguard. Right. Let's change up and start hitting those spearmen. Keep chasing those down. Keep them out of the fight. Lothern, come over here. These units can hold these, surely. Oh, there's 90 spear units there. Right, you hit those. You join in and hit those. You guys hit them down the middle. All of you come over here. Pull out of the way of those spears. Keep them guessing. Oh, we've decimated the enemy. Absolutely decimated them. Cavalry, keep those spears running so that the archers can keep firing on them. No, the archers are not getting very many kills. Those shields are helping them a great deal, aren't they? The archer line in the centre's died. Pull the Lothern Sea Guard forward, and then they can shoot them in the side. Team 1, Reaver Archers, pull back. Silver Helms, out you come. Ilario really is not a useful general, is she? She has not had enough battle experience to actually do anything of use. That will be the end of those. How many more arrows have you got? I've still got about half your quivers left. That's fantastic. Ah, they're shattered. They're gone. They're shattered. They're gone. So, archers. New target. She stands on the wall over there. I think we're ready to take her down. Let's get the cavalry out again. For the Ever Queen. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. We're about to kill the Ever Queen, so I don't think calling to her as a sort of battle cry is really all that ideal. Everybody shoot her. Everybody shoot her. You guys too, come on. Oh, it wasn't enough. She's going to get away. We sent them back to Torfanu with their tails between their legs. But that'll do then. A sound victory. Cavalry superiority showing its, well, usefulness throughout the years. Ilario killed a single elf today. Her army killed very little. 203 we lost, and she lost 1,066. 1066. Very important number. Certainly to us. Well, I mean, it isn't that important. We just kind of base our history from 1066, to be honest. Very few people would ever be able to tell you who King Athelstan is, despite his prominence in English, specifically, history. But everyone will tell you who William the Conqueror is. It depends who you talk to, I suppose. Anyway, many congratulations to our armed forces. Let's replenish them on with the back of the enemy. If someone could finish the Chaos Invasion off, that would be really handy, because then we'll stop getting this stupid taint that's spreading throughout the world. Clan Scryer seem to actually be buggering off. They seem to be heading out. I wonder if Scryer have gone to war with Nagaron, perhaps. I mean, that's all we can hope for, isn't it? And maybe they've just landed on Ulthuan to walk north so as to avoid sailing all the way there. I'm surprised Numas haven't been killed. They have a single region left. The AI seems absolutely useless at finishing other AIs off. It's like they don't know what to do when there's one region left. They just can't handle it.
We are strong.
They tried to attack us and it didn't work. Karaz and Karak have grown in strength. The Warhead of Crows have died. We've been raided at Crookback Mountain. Oh, that's the rebellion, isn't it? Varda's Haven falls to our forces.
Lord of the Phoenix.
Or is rather, Varda's Haven is reclaimed by our forces. Oh, you can get Elven Scholar. Yes, please. I'm going to definitely put you in on that. Alright, you'll sit there for a turn, and then you've got Torakare, where Malekith sits. Ah, Malekith. We will finally meet an enemy that actually puts up a fight. Scryer, who are you at war with? Ah, no, you're a trading partner with Nagaron, so you are almost certainly going to attack me. Avalon, after having been soundly beaten,
before the mistress of the undying forest,
and given how overwhelmingly powerful I am compared to you,
no.
You still don't want it. Ah, well, your funeral. Right, I think we will sail Nienor back. Seems to me to be the best course of action. 15 hit points, physical resilience. Well, we need both of these, so we'll just click on them both.
Trained by the White Tower.
Is that Rictus? Yeah. Yep, we will just sail you back. So, if you can
Shaper of Fates.
come to there. Although, if we move you onto the island, they can attack you. And we don't know how many more troops they have, but we'll do
By
it.
sea, master of magic.
We'll take it. Oh, it's Marathi herself again, with just a huge army of trash. Right, back over in the troublesome lands. Ashridge Mountain. Give me one of those.
Prince Eltharion.
Eltharion,
Hesitation
get a jog on.
is unacceptable.
You're heading off to Crookback Mountain, which is getting a plaza in.
The Warden of
I doubt Crookback Mountain would have fallen, but we need to do what we can. The Lizardmen, you're never going to lose to Queek's minor army, surely. No, I don't think so. We can repair Varda's Haven. We won't bother with one of those. We'll try and get walls again. And as much as I'd like a plaza, I actually think it might be better to get walls and a barracks, or just any building that gives more garrison forces, now that we've got the mod that gives garrison troops from military buildings. But we are doing alright now financially, aren't we? We could probably get Hephilia back, but I don't need her now. We've got 2 armies on Ulthuan.
High Elven Archmage.
If we can lure Malekith out, that's the main aim. That's what we want to do. We can't do anything else because everyone hates us. Everyone distrusts me.
What do you require?
Oh, ho-hum.
Your request is impossible. I must decline.
How much does Tour of Rest make? 1,194.
Path is clear.
What am I building here? I am building... you can't. Because that does it for you. So we destroyed a building for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And we get 2 Mistwalker buildings here, which is rather irritating. Would we rather go for the Shrine? That gives us the Untainted, and it spreads to region, side provinces. Yeah, we'll just go for the Shrine.
The sea churns.
Kothic is going to give us a tower as well when it can. And it'll improve our research rate throughout. We'll know when the Orcs are dead because we'll get a little message. We've just got to wait for that. You've got your walls. You probably could nip back and take Karakazul, couldn't you? And then head back down there. But we're going to lose Ashridge Mountain then in that case. And we might even lose Mount Greyhag as well. That'd be a pain, but I expect we are about to be attacked by Nagarond, where we have made footfall on Ulthuan. They will not allow my secondary army to come back, so unheeded. Perhaps now is the time to look to confederate with Eotane, although they won't at the moment, will they? Because no one likes me. But one considers now is probably a time to be looking into confederating with Eotane, as we now have our own solid amount of money. And it will take away Eotane's wars, so Rictus might sod off. Although, no, actually, if we confederate with Eotane, I would expect Rictus will then declare war on us, despite the non-aggression pact, because then they'll have no enemies. And the AI needs an enemy. It can't just sit around and do nothing. It always has to be at war with someone.
no glory. Only suffering.
I've seen Eshin coming in on Greyhag.
We must avenge.
No, I think what we need is a second army over here. So now that we've got a bit more money, we can bring Hephilia back and bring her back over here, so that she can help us with the Eshin, because we're going to need more troops to deal with the Eshin, aren't we? Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. Right, Crookback Mountain likes us. I don't want to lose these provinces, and I doubt we've got any other risk up here. We make 5,809, so let's get Hephilia back. Hephilia is a Lord of Fire, isn't she? Hephilia the Blue Flame, there she is. We recruit 3,000 on her alone. Dear oh dear.
Master of high magic.
But she comes with her dragon. Let's just make sure we've turned the dragon on. I don't want to have the dragon... see the dragon on the map, but then it not actually be there. You can take a couple of banners. Magic resistance, why not? Otherwise, everything else is a sign, so you've just got 3 banners to take. But that's fine. Your army upkeep is insanely high. So we've got 2,000 to play with for Hephilia's army, and we're going to be entirely retraining from the global recruitment pool. Let's start off with just... we can train absolutely every unit in our roster now. How much do they cost? 154. Yeah, let's get a couple of those in. See if we can't put them to some good use. She does have Quartermaster, so everything is a bit cheaper, but it doesn't really help much, does it? Silver and Guard costs 305. Spire Guard only costs 260. So 4 260s, that's about 1,000. Those 2 were 300, so that's 1,300, so we'll take 4 of them. It's going to take a long time to get our army up to scratch, but it's the best that we can do. The other alternative would have been to build her in Nor of Rest, but then we would have had to have run over here, and it would have taken a similar amount of turns. And I'd rather have her there and ready to go. I'd be tempted for the moment to just get archers, because they are dirt cheap. We could get 10 archer units, and it wouldn't take us over our money. Let's take 8 units of archers. Because that at the moment we just need an army that we can afford, and we're only dealing with crappy Eshin armies. They haven't got anything that actually is a threat to us. So for now, we'll just set that up. The Karak Raziak has not fallen, but an Orc army has left that place, or been killed. But the dwarves have so many troops. Just send someone over to kill it. Just bloody well finish them off. Vardishaven, you're good to go. Oh, we make so much money. But we really did a number on ourselves. We're still very low. It takes like 30 odd turns or something, doesn't it?
You reek of anguish or hopelessness. Yes.
15,000.
I'll comply.
Yes! Nice. I don't want them attacking me from behind. And I'm really trying to get them to go to war with Naggarond. But I don't think they want to because Naggarond is all powerful.
That knowledge alone will be leveraged against you.
How about all the money I have?
Recusant.
No. No, they're not going to do it. Do we have enough, do we think? Oh, let's sit here for a turn, actually, because then we'll get the fully replenished. Oh, yeah, look, we've got a couple of units that could replenish. So we'll wait in Vardishaven for a few moments, and then we'll move and siege Malekith. And see what we can do. Evershale has fallen.
What matters do you wish to lay before the Everqueen?
What if I were to give you all of my money? Would you then say yes to a peace treaty? No, you still wouldn't do it. We don't have very much. We could improve relations a touch. Oh, she's starting to like us a bit. Should have waited really until that was cheaper. Right, but our Arnhem army, our army that has landed on Ulthuan was not attacked.
I bring Azurian
So
fire.
we can go
Be
for it.
prepared, Asur.
Oh, I didn't realise we were on forced march.
No. Annihilate them. They will.
Thank you, High Elves, or Dark
leave
Elves,
the
sorry,
loaded
Druki.
waste weak.
Should we loot
To
and occupy?
fund my
465 is barely worth anything. No,
As
let's
your
just
might
occupy.
is not pure
She's gained another skill. We should probably start making her a commander of troops. She's now our second best general, isn't she? Oh no, her Hylia is our best. Again, we would rather have a plaza than something like that.
magic.
But there we are, Naggarond, other than the two gates, and Torachade and the Scourge of Cain, that's all they have on Ulthuan now. And we have two solid armies dealing with them. Ah, Torfinu had such a garrison because of the... Yes, that's where most of our training is handled. Let's get those plazas, let's keep that money coming in. Gothic's going to rebel on this turn. And that's alright. What is it that you hate most about me? Provincial instability, but that's dropping by 1 per turn. So in 7 turns that will have gone. So you hate me by 8 points, and that's from taxes and difficulty level. Now if I turn off the taxes, we lose a substantial amount of money, and it only takes 4 away from your hatred of me. I think we will go for Untainted here then, because the Chaos Taint is rising.
You must
We can't do anything else over here. We've just finished over here, hadn't we? Yeah, so we've got to see what the Eshin are going to do. Alright, Eshin. Play your hand. Let us see what your plan is. I'm so disappointed about that relations, about attacking Numas when I was non-aggression with them. Oh, hello. It thinks it's actually in our favour. And knowing how often this doesn't ever be in our favour... Oh, I think we might fight this. There's a lot of Skaven Slave Spears. We've got a cavalry unit. We'll give it a go. So, they've got some Storm Vermin and Clan Rats, but then it's just Skaven Slaves. The whole army of Skaven Slaves, that's why it's so much in our favour.
My prowess is
Go on, yeah, we'll give it a go. And at least we had a couple of battles this episode. So we're not going to win on this episode, no. But I think these may well be the last set of 4. I'm saying that out loud mostly for my own benefit, so I can sort of roughly plan when I'm going to record them. Right, now they have numbers on their side, a whole heap of numbers. So we're going to have to cheese it to make sure we can't be surrounded. I don't like to cheese, and as I say that frequently, but one of the few cheesing methods that I will allow myself is corner camping. And I'm not overly thrilled at the prospect.
quickly now. A pace.
Right, the Reavers, you're going to have to work overtime in order to keep the enemy busy.
Assyrian willing.
Don't even know where the enemy is yet. I'm sure we'll bump into them in a moment. How are they this hidden? Ah, there we are. Does the Eshin have... Is the entire army hidden until they get close? Is that an Eshin trait? Right, let's pull you back into a bit of a better line there. They've got some slingers, haven't they? Their general is only rank 2, so he's not very good at all. Oh, I've got a new trap. Get yourself out. Oh, wow, look, they're desperate to flank. Absolutely desperate to flank.
For duty. Battle calls. Northern Seaguard.
Target the slingers. Target the slingers. Reavers, did you get out? Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Spears, hold these lines. The archers will drop anything in the back. Change targets. Keep those slingers dead. Because they don't do very much damage, but if we don't deal with them, they have the potential of ruining us. And us being this close to the corner, when units run away, they properly run away. That's going to help us a great deal. But we can't help too much our units in the back here, actually, just realised. But Reavers, if you can sort of chase the enemy off of the map so that when they run, they run. And the Ulthuan, you're just going to have to do arcing shots. I know that they're almost useless, but it's the best we've got. Just keep them running. Don't let them come back. Yes, good. Right, Reavers. Charge that unit in the back. All three of you target that unit. That's a better target, I think. As the Reavers hit the back of those clan rats, it's like the sea crushing into a floating log. They are washed away. Let's pull out. Come on, you can do better than that against those. Come on.
For the Ever Queen. Seal. Quickly now. It will be done. Understood.
Might as well just target. Might as well just group you all together, actually, and then I can do you all at once. Everyone target them. Reavers come back in. The spearmen are going down, but then the Ulthuan Sea Guard are just as useful. Good charge into the back again by the Reavers. And they've brought down those Skaven Slave Spears. Team 1, new target. Let's break the back of these rat men. He's standing still, which helps us greatly. And when he gets down to it, I can pin him in place if he tries to run. But he is just going to stand there and take it. That's interesting. They don't do as much damage as one would hope, though, do they? Back in again. Keep firing as you keep going. Does that make him easier to hit as well? Drops his melee defense and his armor. We'll do that when he gets a little lower, because at the moment it's taking a long time to drop him. Charging is so much worse in this game than it is in any other Med 2. In any other Total War. That unit, Clan Rat's shields, charged in the back by cavalry. They went from 126 to 121. Only 5 of them died to a rear charge by cavalry. And they are quite possibly one of the worst units in the game. I mean, what madness is this? Oh, our line is broken. Bring him down, bring him down, bring him down, because you're going to have to get in melee. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, someone's used all its ammo.
Without fail. To battle. It will be done.
Oh, and the Reavers are running away. I just ran you out, though. What are you doing?
It shall be done.
He's routing. But I didn't want him to rout. I wanted him to die. That's the only unit that actually has arrows left. We can get them out. You take their place. You move in over there. The general has not died. No, I don't think we will win. We're going to go to leadership. Yeah, look, our leadership is dropping. Absolutely plummeting. No, and we died. If only we'd had Silver Helms and not El Reaver Cavalry. We killed 1,402 though, that's fantastic. 218 kills from the archers. It's interesting that the archers got more kills than the Lothen. The enemy got basically nothing. Although, interestingly, that suggests that their faction, their commander, got the most kills at 124, but I didn't think he even got involved. I don't know what that's about. Oh, and they didn't take it, they just sacked it and ran away. That's interesting. I would have thought they'd want to claim it. We're right in their heartlands now. Oh, and the Lizardmen have taken another region back. Yes! Ah, but it looks like the Orcs in the north have taken another region back as well. There's been a rebellion. Come on, Karazakarak. Get your acting gear. I don't want to have to head north. Gothic has rebelled. Yes. Prince Eltharion.
No weakness.
So what fell? Pig Barter has fallen to the Lizardmen. So, but we need to deal with him. But I'd rather take Darkhold than move in and deal with him, to be honest. Crookback now slightly likes us. Let's repair that and get that back to full glory.
Master of high magic.
We're going to wait and see what happens with your army when the time comes. There's two armies in Mount Greyhag. They're not the only ones raiding us. So there's someone else to watch out for. That's going to rebel, but that's alright. Back over on Ulthuan. Torkothic have rebelled.
Lord of the Phoenix
Let's
Court.
just kill them off. And then we can get back to defending Varda's Haven.
Oriah,
Or at least replenishing.
a strong traveling.
Yeah, let's sit in
Ready
there
to
for now.
serve.
Oh, you'll go full
Ready
speed
to
then.
march.
Sit in there for now. Make Torkothic like us a little touch more than it currently does. No, I'm not interested in you. I want Avalon.
I bid you welcome. What do you wish to discuss?
Your alliance to me and Eotane. I know that you're trading with Eotane almost as soon as you arrived. If I could get people to trade with me, this would be a bloody doddle. Build me a plaza.
High elf.
Right, so what we can do is double team Malekith then with Nienor and with I can't remember your name, sorry sir. Myron and Nienor. We can take Tor Akare. Well, what did happen over here? Is it Gunbad? No, it's Nashrak's lair has fallen to the Orcs. So our war coordination target has done nothing. So frustrating. I mean, I could send Eltharion north, and then just ignore the Eshin, let them reclaim all of these lands, because we don't need any of these lands. We just don't need them. We need Trace, which we're about to get, and we need to kill the Broken Axe, and that is it. So I suppose we probably should send Eltharion north and get him to just finish the Orcs off. As Trace will soon fall, the army in Torkothic stands ready, and you guys might as well move round from your position. The Griffin Gate has fallen, the Unicorn Gate will soon fall. Musalon look like they are... I'm not really sure what Musalon are doing, actually, given that they aren't... Oh, that's disappointing. This place is... Oh, we just moved too far. It's alright, we'll encamp on the next turn then. And then at least recoup the losses we're taking. Arnhem is about to rebel. I'm not too concerned about that, to be honest. And what am I doing here? I'm building a income generating building. We've got some buildings to build elsewhere though, haven't we? Somewhere over in here we were building. I'm sure of it. Karakapix is building. Morkheim. Yes, you're going to give me a growth building so that we can finally upgrade this place and stop it hating us. And you have a couple of buildings to build. Can we make that tell us when there's just building... Ah, yeah, look, building upgrade available. Yeah, I would like that. Right, so the Black Coast is going to rebel. That's not a problem. And... Ah, Dragonhorn, you've had a building available for a long time. Sorry, that's money we've been missing out on. Right, Eltharion. I think then what I will do is, first of all, I'm going to end the episode here, but then what I will do is, with Eltharion, I think I will just abandon this area to the Eshin. Let them reclaim it. We're not interested in the Eshin, we just want to kill off the Orcs. So if I can head north and get Eltharion to deal with the Orcs, and then the last battle really will then likely be those two on Tor Akare, where we will take Malekith down. So that will be the feature and focus of the next episode, which then is likely to be possibly the last. It just depends on how quickly we're going to get up to there. Eltharion is currently in move fast stance, but to get him up... Oh, it's going to be so long to get up there. It takes ages to walk in the mountains. It's almost going to be like 15 turns to get to Raziak. That's so annoying. I can't rely on the dwarves.
Remain vigilant.
But for now, that's going to conclude this episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I hope you've enjoyed episode number 25. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navarne den Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.